Well, I never know what I'm going to show. This is yet another episode of knickknacks that are on Kent's knickknack shelf. Now, I've had, numerous questions and requests about why do I have so many skulls on my knickknack shelf? And the answer to that question is I don't have any skulls on my knickknack shelf. None. So this will actually be a special episode. Special episode, stuff that is not on Kent's knickknack shelf. Now, I love the look of skulls. I love skulls and with that kind of bad look, and I think I just purchased this really inexpensively someplace, just a little glass, but it's a piece of glass that it looks a great deal like a skull. It's not a skull. Now, when I was in high school, I built a skull from a kit. It was one of those kits. Thank you so much. This is my talented assistant. So this is about things that aren't on my knickknack shelf. And there is no skull on my knickknack shelf. I built one. It was a plastic kit that I bought at a model shop. It was extremely detailed. Every tooth was individual and fit into its socket, the jaw, and all the different temporal bone and so forth. And I had it for years and years, but finally it began to fall apart. Finally the glue began to give up, teeth fell out, part of that temporal bone fell out and was lying there. And I guess I could have glued it back together, but at some point I just tossed it. I thought, I've had it for years and years, and old thing. But it was really detailed, and it really looked like a human skull. You had to actually kind of pick it up and examine it to see that it was plastic. But also at the time, I came very close to buying a human skull. There's a place in Oklahoma City, and I was just informed by my ear. It said it's called Skulls Unlimited, and they sell all kinds of skulls, animal skulls, and they're around on the wall, beautiful, like gazelle skulls, water buffalo skulls, all kinds of skulls from different animals, and of course the traditional cow skulls that we see all over Texas all the time. But down in a case behind the glass, they had real human skulls, and several of them. Some of them were adult, and they actually had baby skulls, real baby skulls with a soft, and that's what I intended to do. And they weren't that expensive. They were like $90 for at the time. We're talking back probably in the 70s. But I just never could, that really was somebody. That skull was a human being, live person, and I just could never bring myself to actually buy one. Do I really want a human skull sitting around my house someplace? And I'll just kind of get what comes up. And so over the years, I've acquired a few glass or ceramic representations of a skull, but if you will notice, there is exactly zero skulls on my knickknack shelf. So I don't have, the answer to the question is I don't have any skulls. I have things that kind of look like skulls up there. And I do have this lovely little jar that does, it kind of looks like a skull in a way, but of course it's not. It's a green alien head. It was and it's even got a special little alien cap to it.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
It's just marvelous. It was a gift, and of course I cherish knickknacks that were a gift more than the ones that I just bought someplace.
Yeah.
And so that's a special, and almost unbelievable edition of stuff that's not on Kent's Knick-Knack Shelf. And we hope to return to our regularly scheduled episodes of things that are on Kent's Knick-Knack Shelf. But I needed to address that question because it's just been overwhelming response. Why do you have so many skulls on your, well, I don't, there aren't any. And, but there are things that look somewhat like skulls, and we'll cover those in a future episode. So please watch them, and we love getting your questions, about anything you wonder, what the hell? Well, we'll stop and cover it because that's what we're doing. We're talking about stuff that's on Kent's Knick-Knack Shelf. Thank you for your time and attention.
Thank you.
Oh, wonder what they'd do if you did it in the mask.
I don't know.
Does anybody do a mask?
I don't know.